10 cancelled anime that are still worth watching. Despite their flaws, these titles can be great time capsules of anime history. They deserve some belated love. A harsh fact of life in the anime industry is that any series, regardless of how big a hit it may be with fans, can get cancelled at any moment. This is the sad case for many anime, both new and old. Some series are fated to become timeless classics, while others are left incomplete forever. That's not to say that all of these unfinished anime are bad. Despite, and sometimes in spite, of their flaws, these titles can be great time capsules of anime history. They deserve some belated love and appreciation. 10. Deadman Wonderland is a good example of a bad anime adaptation. Ganta defending Shiro. Deadman Wonderland is rightfully remembered for being one of the most botched adaptations of a popular manga ever made. For whatever reason, the anime cut entire chunks of story and characterization, leading to mass audience dissatisfaction and the anime's eventual cancellation. For these reasons, Deadman Wonderland needs a rewatch. Ganta Igarashi's detainment in the deadly amusement park turned penal colony is flawed, but it's both fascinating and worrying to watch. Narrative flaws aside, the series boasts good production value and an interesting premise, meaning not all is lost in one of the biggest anime misfires of history. 9. High School of the Dead is a schlocky zombie apocalypse. Following the passing of creator Daisuke Sato, the manga and anime adaptation of High School of the Dead was left in a perpetual state of incompletion. The anime closed on an open-ended note and original video animation, OVA, while the manga stopped just as the survivors were on their way to the next safe zone. Despite this short-lived zombie apocalypse is worth a watch. With its abundance of gore and frankly ridiculous excuses for fanservice, High School of the Dead isn't for everyone. That said, it's the right kind of B-grade fun that fans of schlock can get behind. Straightforward zombie apocalypses are uncommon in anime, and High School of the Dead is an entertainingly tongue-in-cheek example of this niche. 8. Toko is a forgotten action horror gem. Toko follows Shindu Ranmaru, a fresh graduate of the anti-supernatural task force Toko. With Sakura, Shindu solves grisly murders that may be connected to a prophesized Armageddon. Toko has its moments of scare and gory action, though it's better known for having one of the biggest cliffhangers in anime history. Simply put, Toko ends by announcing that the end of the world is 2 years away. The anime was cancelled before this was ever addressed. There is a manga-only sequel in Tokyo Zero, but it's set a decade later and ignores the end above times. Unintentionally hilarious legacy aside, Toko is a fun flashback to edgy early 2000s anime worth a nostalgia binge. 7. Interspecies Reviewers is a silly fantasy and adult comedy that gained notoriety when it was abruptly pulled from the airwaves in early 2020. This was, unsurprisingly, because of its premise and comedic beats that were just a few steps away from being a full-fledged adult anime. Here, adventurers Stunk and Zell venture into the kingdom and grade every woman of every fantasy race they sleep with. Beyond its initial infamy, Interspecies Reviewers isn't too different from the racy comedies of the 90s to the early 2000s, such as American Pie and its ilk. Fans of these kinds of hijinks will get a kick out of the anime, especially since it doesn't pull any punches. While it's difficult to stream online, Interspecies Reviewers will be getting a DVD release in 2021 from Right Stuff.
6 stars align.